The topic today is I have the right to be angry. It's quite strange, right? Because yes, you have the right to be angry, but what do you get from your anger? That's more important. My name is Chayanon. Okay. See, we start with forgive and forget. You see the one on the below left. Forgive to forget. But if you give to get, that's interesting. If you can forgive, you can forget. If you cannot forgive, you keep remembering that. When you have time, you recall that, pop that up, and what do you get from that? It hurts you. So if you can forgive and you forget, there is no data recorded in your mind. You will not recall that again because you already forget all about that. We will concentrate on give and forgive today. Give, forgive, to forget. The other thing is to observe precept and to meditate. This the way or the stepping stone to cultivate merit. Give is kind of giving without expecting anything in return. If you give something away and you expect something in return, then that's we call investment. You will not be satisfied with the return on investment. You get 5%, you want it 10, 15, you will not satisfy. And without satisfy, you will not be happy. The other thing is to forgive. Forgive to forget, as I told you. If we still keep in our memory and it's yearning, revenge, and whenever you recall that, it hurts you. So these four things, give, forgive, observe precept, and practice meditation, is the way to cultivate merit. See, is to give without expecting in return, to cultivate merit. Forgive is the way to cultivate merit. Observe precept is the way to cultivate merit. Very important to meditate. It's the best way to cultivate merit. And merit is kind of pure energy that we cannot see, we cannot hear, we cannot touch it, but it's there. It's like the radio signal from our mobile to the mobile station nearby. We cannot see, we cannot get, we cannot touch, we cannot hear it, but it's there because it's work. How merits are cultivated. Talking about giving first. We have three periods of time that we have cultivated merit. First of all, before giving, being glad in giving. When you decide to give, that you have cultivated merit. So be glad to do that before giving. This is before giving. But while you are giving, while you cultivating merit, admire and respect. You know, normally in worldly aspect, the one who receive is the one who admire and respect of that giving. Try to think in opposite way. If you are the one who give, while you are giving, admire and respect the receiver. You will cultivate a lot of merit if you can do that. After having given, keep recalling and feel rejoice in those merit. You know, when you decided to give, you gain merit. When you give with admire or respect it, you gain merit. And now, after that, you recall it and feel rejoice in doing that. You feel rejoice with your merit. And the merits will grow. You will gain more and more merits. Remember, the unit count of merit is not 1, 2, 3. It's kind of exponential way of counting. For example, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128 and not taking so long, you will reach 1 million easily. Giving without expecting anything in return is considered difficult for some people. But how can forgiveness be so easy to do? The giving is easier to do, but sometimes it's considered difficult to do. The forgive is more difficult to do, but those are two ways to gain merit. The more difficult to do, and if you can do, you gain more. Completely forgiven. Don't forgive just saying that. Forgive by your heart, forgive by your soul, forgive by your mind, completely. Can you hear me?
Yes, ka.
Okay, because the line is
cut off, I think.
okay. Let's come back.
Mm.
Okay. Don't forgive just saying that. I forgive you, but deep in your heart, okay, I forgive you, but I'm waiting for my turn. Don't do that. Just forgive, completely forgiven. Simple forgiveness is yet difficult. And it is harder to be joyful and feel rejoice in forgiving something to someone. Just simple forgive. Simple forgiving is hard. But if you feel joyful and feel rejoice in forgiving, it's harder, but you gain a lot of merit. Now we're talking about forgiving. Same pattern as giving. Before you decide to before deciding to forgive, it's hard to make decision. But we gotta strengthen with loving kindness. Strengthen with loving kindness in order to forgive. So it's hard. So we will have full of loving kindness. to forgive. And that's the way to cultivate merit. Now, forgive with humility and forget. It's same as giving. The one who have to have humility should be the one who receive forgiving. But we do it in opposite side. The one who forgive with humility and forget. And this way, if you can do that, you will gain a lot of merit. And after having forgiven, keep recalling and rejoicing in those merits. The merit cultivation is not kind of stop at the point that you forgive. But after that, every time you recall that you have forgiven and you feel rejoice in doing that, you will gain a lot of merit this way. Try that. Try that. You will find the magic of that. See, merit is kind of exponential counting unit. Yes, you have the right to be angry. But what do you get from your anger? What do you get from your anger? See, while the person who attacks us verbally is having a good night's sleep, we keep repeating his words in our head and yearning for revenge. That person attacked us once, but we attack ourselves many times more. So forgive and forget. Don't keep it to hurt yourself. See, negative feeling and positive feeling never occur at the same moment. Never occur at the same moment. Therefore, be patient and listen to the opinion of others. If we have some conflict and we start quarrel with each other, if we are patient enough and listen to the opinion of others, that's the way to allow loving kindness to do its part. We have loving kindness, but that moment cannot be loving kindness, cannot have loving kindness and anger at the same time. So if we let the loving kindness do its part, by be patient and listen to the opinion of others. That's the best way to deal with everyone. And this is the way that led us to cultivate merit. If we can forgive, remember this, whoever stay calmer has an advantage. So when we have quarrel, we have conflict, just be calm, patient, and listen to others. And we have advantage. We win. And we gain a lot of merits. Sometimes claiming freedom without thinking about the actual benefits is probably a trap that will pull oneself into the pit of defilement that generate suffering. I have the right to be angry, but what do you get from that? This is the way that defilement try to pull you down to the pits and generate suffering. In practicing meditation, hatred and revenge are one of hindrances that must be avoided. Must be avoided. If you have hatred and revenge, it's obstacle to the hindrances. So forgive before practicing meditation. You will still your mind easily. So know the tricks of defilement and find a way to control and overcome it. That's all the trick of defilement. The defilement make us suffer. And it tells us that, oh, that's a joy, that's a pleasure. But eventually, make you suffer. So if you can do that, do it for yourself first. Do it for yourself first. Don't think for others. And it will affect society, our society, and humanity. Okay? In the end, practicing meditation regularly will help a lot. So what we have been doing, it's a good way to cultivate merit, practicing meditation regularly. And I rejoice in your merits, everybody.